the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Trojans' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Maiava certainly finished strong, Jeff.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Here's the pressure. Quickly to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's good. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Maiava. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. Gets it to to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Offense in a split backfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man. It's Sanders. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Trojans are marching down the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Sanders.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Throws for the end zone. Intercepted, number 19. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets away from one, finds some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They'll keep it on the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Oh, they're after him. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Lemon. He is stopped. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Discards it with the stiff arm. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Washington. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's going for the goal line. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab, it's Sanders. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. There he goes. Inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern. They'll go to the fullback. Hard running there. At the 35, he's loose. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds a tight end. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Moulton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. He rifles one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He now has 72 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the run, it's Washington. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. On the run, fires downfield. Big fella moving. It's out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Mayava. The throw. Finds his man. It's Lemon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Thanks for grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. This time on target. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't anybody open. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're not into threes. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive.
Touchdown, Trojans! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
It's a draw. And some room to work. Got enough for the first. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Looking for space. It's Washington. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hawkeye. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds his man. It's Lemon. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown USC! And they grab the advantage. Wants to pass it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. He's got him. He plows through the defense. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moulton. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pulls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And he will score! Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. Motors out of bounds after the big pickup, and now they're in business, and time still left on the clock. To the air, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it first and 10 from the 13. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now.
would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USC's offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Looking to scramble. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired it.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
To the air, it's Mayama. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Leaves it with the running back. It's a fumble! How in the world did the offense retain possession? 1st and 10 from their own 17. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Got a man. It's Bryant. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. It doesn't always have to be pretty. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Pocket breaking down. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Mayava. They're setting up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't as... Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tipped up at the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for a crease, it's Whittington. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moore to the air. He's got the tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touch. They'll operate out of split backs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Outside the pocket, let's go. This time he's got it. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Punts it out of the air. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught near the sticks. It's Lemon. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And yes, football is a game of inches, but...
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Moore to the air. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Turning on the Jets. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They go to the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Mayava. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's a heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. It's on target and complete. They got it. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Stewart. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle was made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
You want to see them finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates and good coaches that could come in. You know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
They are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Missouri came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lemon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch, it's Lane. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Slings it downfield. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking for the score. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
1 minute left to play. Plenty of time if they can recover this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. And they'll take a knee. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back.